Saturday.
Eventually.
I'm supposed to, but I
That's what we say now.
No.
if I can handle one more thing.
Trust me, every time I say something, I get checked when I get home.
Woo, hello.
No doubt.
David was
Okay, we will call the Village of Mount Sterling Council meeting for November 28th, 2022 to order with roll call, please.
7:05, we have David,
Here.
Bill,
Here?
Joyce,
Here.
Becky,
Here.
Rob, Andy,
Here?
Okay, is there a motion to excuse Rob from the meeting this evening?
Give you that.
I'll second.
Roll call?
Andy, Dave. David,
Yes.
Bill,
Yes.
Joyce,
Yes.
Becky,
Yes.
Andy.
Yes.
Okay. Dave, you want to lead us in prayer, please? Lead us, not leave us.
Lord, thank you for what you provide for us, Lord, as we go into this Christmas season, Lord. And Lord, your wonderful birthday came on that wonderful night, Lord. And Lord, be with our council tonight and our mayor and our village, and be with our law enforcement and all our protectors. And Lord, be with our great country tonight. In Jesus' wonderful name, amen.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, everyone. Okay, now I need a motion to approve the meeting minutes from a council meeting held on November 14th, 2022.
I'll give you that.
Second.
Start early
Yes.
tonight.
Roll call.
David,
Yes.
Bill,
Yes.
Joyce.
Yes.
Becky,
Yes.
Rob, Andy.
Yes.
Okay. Mayor's report, I really don't have too much tonight, except I will say that there is a Christmas cabaret that's put on by the Madison County Board of Developmental Disabilities. It's on December 14th at the London Christian Fellowship. And they reach out to people in the community that support them to be part of the cabaret, along with their residents or individuals with disabilities. And they've asked me to be part. I have no idea until this week what they're gonna have me attempt to sing or do. But if you wanna come out and see your mayor, out there being all joyous of the season, that would be December 14th, and it is, at 7 o'clock. So, that's all I have really for this evening. President Pro Tem Andy Drake, please.
I don't have very much either. I'll save the majority of my comments for the committee reports. But I will say we're now entering the sprint to the end. We're getting into once you get past Thanksgiving, just about everything speeds up, or at least it seems to speed up, because we've got obviously holidays which are coming pretty dang soon. So committee meetings will be happening, of course, over the next couple of weeks. There may be a sneaky one in there, depending on what Ms. Brooker has for us in store. I think we should be good, but for those of you who haven't had a chance to participate in years past, there could be a sneaky one in there someplace. So stay tuned. Watch for the website to change. We'll let you know in the public as soon as we have anything else. And that's just about all my comments for tonight, Mayor.
Any public comments? No? No executive session. Jack, we heard, got sick and will not be here this evening. So unfortunately, we do not have a sheriff's
I
report.
do have something
Oh,
that
you
he
do?
would like for me to
Oh,
share,
yes.
real quick, is, last meeting, he talked about that Madison County had purchased, those radar signs.
Yeah.
And he would like to know, what of the top 3 places you guys would like to place them at.
That would be North High Street, followed by Wingate and Wingate,
North High Street, Wingate.
followed by North High Street and then Wingate.
And how about,
But there's lots of others, obviously.
yeah.
So maybe Main Street,
Maine would be a great one.
London Street coming in from London.
Yep.
would be
That's a
place.
good one too, you're
So
right.
there's a couple of them that I can report back to
Yeah.
him.
Market's always good too,
Yeah,
because they zip through, cutting and crossed
Yeah.
especially during, 3 o'clock shift
Yeah.
change and stuff.
The nice part about these is we can truck them around, and all we have to do is reset them up and press the button, you're good to go again.
All right, I will report that back to him.
Law director, nothing at this time, I don't believe, but we are reaching out to him. I have sent a message to him. There's several things that we are asking his assistance on, so if anybody has anything that they would like me to ask him, please get with me in next day or so. Utility clerk, Miss Misty.
Good afternoon, or good evening, I should say.
There we go.
Before
It's
Courtney
officially
corrected me. Okay, so just what I always, put some notes out there for are the delinquents. We started out after the 15th, we started out with over 60 delinquents. And, we got down there to around 10. The county now has money back in the water fund. So, of course, we're sending anybody and everybody that we know to the county that's, having some difficulties. They have to make that call, but we can definitely give them all the information. And I get the county their account information right away, so it's a really, really quick process. They have walk-ins. Their appointments are taken up, so there's certain days they have walk-ins. So, there's people that walked in the day after they got the notice and got approved that day. So I can imagine the stress that took off their shoulders and ours as well. But so we're waiting on about 2,200 from the county. And we have one account still that's past due that we've sent them an attorney letter and so forth. And that's, been handed over. So I'm not sure what the next step is, but we'll find out real soon because it's just kind of staying where it is right now.
Yeah, that's on the list too.
Okay, all right, thank you. So within that, or I didn't even give you an amount, did I? It's about, does not include from the county. I'm trying to read my own writing here. Around 3,000, a little under 3,000. We do have 3 people that's been shut off. So, we give them all the information we can, but we can't make them pay. So, in that 3,400, one of them is, although it's delinquent, they've had a huge leak that they're working on, paying that down. I think that's it about all that. They replaced about, thanks to Tom and the guys, they've replaced about 7 meters since I was last here. We're still down to around, what is it, 30? Around 30. And just really time consuming, cost consuming. And yeah, here's some, you know.
I do, yeah.
And, but eventually we're gonna get them all. It's just a matter of time. Now, the ones we have left, just because they need replaced, does not mean that we're not getting actual reads. More than half of those, we are getting an actual read on them. It's just, we want them to be automatic. We don't want our guys to have to go out and, read or to go into their homes and get that. So, again, it's just, we want them to get charged what they've used. That's all. No more, no less, right, Courtney?
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
My mojo.
I think that's about it.
Missy, how's on the delinquencies now? Are they going down though now?
I mean, they're going down. Of course, I won't be happy till they're to nothing. But it just takes time. There's some meters that need replaced, and we have people that seem to be delinquent every month. It would be nice to be able to replace their meter with one that, they're more expensive, but we can shut them off from the computer. And I guess it's hard to justify getting one of those meters when we still have some left. They're in boxes and they're just waiting to be replaced. We don't have any that we can shut off from the computer, but maybe someday we can get to that. We won't have to worry about any of them. We can just, give them, we do give them lots of warnings before it gets shut off. So no one's surprised by the time it would get to that point.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Any more questions, Dave?
No, thank you.
All right.
That's
Everybody
it.
have a good evening.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Village Administrator, Mr. Byrne.
Thank you, Mayor Darrigan, members of council. I do not have a report for you tonight. Are there any questions? I'll be happy to answer.
I got one. Has the, one of the stop signs are gonna be put up on, Market Street at Jefferson?
Right by the,
Yeah, right there.
Nazarene.
Right there by the,
We have-
the ones were already put up on Friend Street, but nothing has been put up at Jefferson.
Yeah, our inventory's
Getting low.
depleted right now, and we've got new signs on order. They should be in
next week.
next week.
I kinda figured that
And
might
we'll
be the
get 'em up.
case.
Yeah. Anything else?
I've got nothing else.
Thank you.
Zoning and building, Mr. Hale, anybody have a report from him?
Nope.
Nope. That takes us to you, fiscal officer.
Okay, I feel like I remember the same stuff, but, like Andy said, we are winding down towards the end of the year. That's when, you know, things get interesting for me. A lot of things for year end, a lot of trainings that they tell us that we have to do. So I didn't get any questions or comments from council members. Revenues are obviously above, expenditures are well below, exactly where we want to be. I think tonight we have our our second reading on our budget for 2023. But right now I'm cleaning up year-end stuff and, I don't have any additional report. So I do have a motion to request and ask, to approve the appropriation status report, the revenue status report, the receipt listing, the payment listing, the comparison of budget and appropriation, cash summary by fund, annual arrears.
You have that motion?
I'll second.
Joyce, David?
Roll call?
Bill?
Yes.
Joyce?
Yes.
Becky?
Yes.
Andy?
Yes.
David?
Yes.
And I will circulate these around here for you for your signatures.
Thank you.
Yep.
Committee
Oh,
report,
okay,
oh,
that was
go
it.
ahead.
That was it, that
Oh,
was it.
yep. Committee reports, finance, Andy?
Yeah, the only thing that I would comment on or make an addition to Courtney's comments tonight would be that, you know, I make a little fun that this is a sprint to year end, but in reality, like any business that closes out at the end of the year, you got to get your books closed by a certain amount of time. And so it is a metric ton of work, and obviously, thank you for going through it. It's her kind of everything going sideways all at one time of the year. So we'll be patient with how everything has to develop. As it relates to the Finance Committee, though, we did hold a meeting on November 22nd to look at what the remaining budget was for the remainder of this year, and then, of course, try to pay the bills, of which there's always a big stack of those. The budget, as Courtney has said, is in good shape until the end of the year. We always look at forecasts to make sure nothing happens. This is why we, you know, when you have a main break or something else, you got to watch the budget. And we haven't had any of that yet, and so everything is spending according to where it should be at the moment. We're looking forward to, like I said, getting the books closed out and hopefully good news on water tower funding sometime next year. We'll come back to this council and see how we want to proceed forward with the additional funding. So other than that, our next Finance Committee meeting will be December the 7th. Hopefully I got that right, at 3:30 p.m.
Okay, thank you. Pleasant Township, David?
We don't have a meeting until next week.
All right, very good. We'll go past squad with Rob. Fire, Bill?
Fire, we have a meeting tomorrow, so
Okay.
I've got nothing new just yet to tell you.
Okay, very good. Water, wastewater, Becky?
Yes, we had a meeting on the 22nd. We discussed water issues, our operational costs. We discussed applying, I think we've applied for more water tower funding, waiting to hear back on that. The hydrant status, we have several hydrants throughout the village that have some issues. One had been repaired and one more was supposed to be replaced this week. Tomorrow, great. And the rest are on the agenda to be done by February, so that's really good to get those all in order. And I think that we asked to get Christmas in the Village put on our water bills. So if you see Christmas in the Village on your water bill, just means come on out and join the fun this coming Saturday from 4 to 8. And our next scheduled meeting is the first Wednesday in December. Sorry, I'm trying to look it up real quick.
7th.
November the 7th, December the 7th, and that is at 2:30 p.m.
Thank you. Street, Andy.
We met on November the 22nd to go through sort of what the current situation is for projects headed through the end of the year. As Mr. Byrne just said, we do have a lot of signs on order, including ones that will indicate a no entry onto Water Street, which has been a problem now for a little while. We also took a look at what current status of street repairs, so we still have ways to go on those. We always basically will for quite some time. Currently, we have outstanding a number of items, including things like curb painting. We do need to get through winter to see how our parking spot markings downtown are working out. They look great right now. Let's go ahead and scrape them down with a snowplow and see what happens. Hopefully they stick and we will get more of them. We did have more tape on order. We are going to do a street cleaning, push it to the spring, and we did ultimately recommend the purchase of a salt spreader, which would be more efficient, bless you, and help get the streets salted faster with less guys. So on that note, we are going to meet December 7th at 8 a.m. And that's all we got for streets.
Right. Parks and Rec, Becky.
We have not had another meeting since the last time we were here. Last month, we had our regularly scheduled meeting, so our next meeting will be December the 7th at 6 p.m. So if you want to come out and hear a little bit more about our future plans at the park, join us on December 7th at 6 p.m.
Record retention, Andy.
We met on November 18th. Chawed through another set of boxes, always good. Those are in the hallway or right under the desk over there, getting ready to be shredded or preserved. Our next meeting, please join us if you wish, will be December the 9th at 8 a.m.
Check your email.
Check email, please. It has gotten rescheduled.
Safety Block Watch, Bill.
I have nothing new to report since my last meeting.
Sorry, didn't mean to scare you. Okay, thank you. Nuisance abatement, Joyce.
Yes, thank you. We haven't met since our last meeting. I don't have anything new to report. I haven't heard anything back from any of the committee members, so I will assume that everything is okay in their areas. I do have 2 outstandings that I have expressed to Mr. Byrne I wanted to get with him on. I have not done that yet. With Thanksgiving, it just didn't get done. So hopefully I'll communicate with him sometime this week. And the 2 that are of a consistent concern to the village, we will follow up on with an attorney letter. I think we're done tagging those 2 properties. So that's all I have. We will be meeting again on December the 7th at 5 o'clock.
Thank you. Planning and zoning, Andy.
We have a meeting scheduled technically for tomorrow, but I believe that's going to be canceled. It is canceled. And so we will push that to either reschedule, so look on the website, or it'll be either the 13th or the 27th, right? Something like that. But due to the holiday, we'll have to play that a little bit by ear.
Watch the website.
So watch the website. We haven't met, so I have nothing else to report.
That takes us to ordinances and resolutions. Ms. Bricker.
Okay, this is ordinance 2022-18, an ordinance to make appropriation for current expenses and other expenditures of the Village of Mount Sterling for the state of Ohio during the fiscal year ending December 31st, 2023. In short, this is the second reading on our budget for 2023.
You have that motion?
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Joyce, Bill?
Roll call?
Joyce?
Yes.
Becky?
Yes.
Andy?
Yes?
David?
Yes.
Bill?
Yes.
Passed on the second reading.
Okay. That takes us to roundtable.
I want to bring up, come out and support the Nazarene teens. They're going to be in the nativity scene, and they're all looking forward to it, and they're going to be bundled up good, and I hope we have a warm evening for them, and to see the real meaning of the season, and that's really great. And also, there's a new scam going on. Watch your credit cards when you're using them now. They got a new reader. Some of these people do it come up behind you to read your numbers. And they've done it in Indiana. I know they've done it in Carolina. So just be careful during this holiday season, because you don't want to pay for something you didn't ever buy. And that's all I got to say.
Okay.
I want to just mention again that, well, I want to thank everyone that participated in last week's community appreciation dinner at the American Legion. It was a big success. We had a lot of fun. We always do. And the food was great. So I just want to thank the American Legion, the auxiliary, is that what they call the women? The auxiliary, and the Chamber of Commerce for all their hard work there. And thanks for the community and, coming out and supporting those things. I also want to mention this Saturday is Christmas in the Village, and it's our big shebang for the end of the year. Really excited. It's 4 to 8 p.m. There is events in all the way down London Street, starting at Reiterman's. The kids can go down there and make reindeer food. It's kind of like puppy chow, delicious stuff. And then the Township Building will be hosting this year our caricature artist and our face painting, and that's free, so is the reindeer food. And then at the Masons Building, one side will have Secret Santa where the kids can shop. Everything's under $5 if they want to shop for mom, dad, brother, sister, whoever. And then on the other side of the building is something new we've added as well, a gift wrapping station. Anything you buy that evening, you can take it in there for free and get that wrapped. And then coming on down, Mad Hatter has Make It and Take It Holiday Gardens for only $10. You can make those. And there's also Wacky Wanda the Chocolatier in there. I know at the Hammer Time, there is a chili cook-off. And at Town Hall, there's a lot going on inside here. I know the community center sponsors the trees that you can bid on. That money helps the community center. Those trees are made by local businesses and just citizens. And then also in here will be the giving tree. Anyone can come in and get, gloves, hats, mittens, blankets. And then also in here, I believe the quilters will be raffling their quilt. And then also I know the mayor's put together these lovely baskets you can see here. There's 12 of them. You can buy raffle tickets in here and drop them in the basket of your choice and hopefully win some of those nice baskets. They're all put together for yourself or for gift giving. And then out on Town Hall lawn, David mentioned the Nazarene Church is going to have the nativity scene. You can see the beginnings of it now. It's pretty exciting. There'll be a petting zoo out there. I know the Masons will be out there selling kettle corn, which is always great at this time of year. And then also on Town Hall lawn, there will be vendors, a lot of fun things that crafters are selling. And in the building where the former floor store was, we have another community member that will be starting her business in there, but she is letting us use that building for indoor vendors. Am I missing anything? There's the food trucks. There's 3 confirmed food trucks. The parade at 6 o'clock. It's illuminated. Anyone can come and be in it. Or you can just sit and watch and reap the candy rewards that we'll be throwing. But that will start sharply at 6. And of course, Santa Claus will be in the parade, and he will be the last vehicle in the parade, and he will get off at the gazebo, and he will be handing out candy to all the children. So
Tree lighting too. Before.
yes, the tree lighting is at 6. The parade kicks off, and the tree all get lit right at the same time, but you won't miss anything because the parade will just be leaving the community center when the tree's lit. And it's going to be a really, really great evening. I hope everyone can come out and just support the community, support small businesses, support, everyone who's put a lot of hard work into it. So it's going to be a lot of fun. And, there's also going to be right in front of where the diner was, I believe there's a motorcycle group in there now, but there's also going to be horse-drawn carriage rides. Now, those are $10 per rider, but they will be right there. So there's a lot. It'll be hard to squeeze everything in the 4 hours if you want to do it all. So I hope to see everyone there. That's all I have.
Anyone else? All right, thank you very much, and we are adjourned.
Thank you.
That was a quick meeting. 7:29.
Yeah.
That might have been our
We haven't
quickest.
done that in a long
I was
time.
gonna say, it's been a while.
Been a while.